I've been wanting to make a video talking about Warframe and Destiny 2, comparing the games, because Destiny finally went free to play, about a month and a half ago, or actually it's 2 months by now. It's been 2 months ago since Destiny has gone free to play, and I finally thought that they were on level playing fields to actually compare them, but that's just not the case. So this video isn't going to be scripted, it's just going to be me talking about why I don't think it's fair for us to compare these two games yet, but of course over time it will be. Destiny 2 is on its own for the first time, and it's definitely showing. It is very much not good for them, and I think they know this, so I just think us constantly berating the game and making fun of it isn't going to help them at all. We need to give them proper criticism, and right now I don't see a lot of people doing that. So I just want to give them some tips, and of course they're probably not going to see this video, but I do want to talk about some things that they could change that would allow them to make the game even better and even quicker and more efficiently. The reason that I've wanted to make this video for a while is because I saw someone make a comment talking about how Warframe seemed to be dying because of Destiny 2's release on PC on Steam for free. I instantly thought of how dumb it was to make this comment, and I don't want to insult the guy who made it, of course, because it did look like, maybe that was the cause, but correlation does not equal causation, that whole thing. Because at the time that this happened, yeah, Destiny 2 probably took a few players from Warframe, but if you go back and look at it, it was because there wasn't any content being added. The only update that we had gotten in October was the Old Blood, which added the Kuvalich system, which, if you want to get into it, isn't a system made for casual players. This system entirely was made for pretty much endgame people, or people that had lots of time to play and fight their lich, because it's not something you can just get on and kill in a matter of minutes. It takes time. So of course, whenever something like that is added into the game, the player count isn't just going to spike like it does whenever they added Fortuna. It's going to just constantly go down because either people are going to instantly kill their lich and not worry about killing them as much anymore, or people just aren't going to care enough to kill their lich because they know how long it will take. This wasn't because Destiny 2 came out. This was just because they haven't updated the game, and that's how it works. If a game isn't getting updates for so long, the player count is obviously going to drop. That's pretty much all I can really say there, is that Warframe isn't dying because of Destiny. The only thing that would kill it is the devs themselves not making any updates for the game, just quitting, or just no longer listening to what the community wants and doing, whatever they want. And of course, there needs to be a mix there. The devs should do what they want with what the community wants, and that's why I think Warframe is doing so good. They listen to the community, they add stuff that they like, but they also add stuff that's completely new and unexpected to all of the players. As for Destiny, they just kind of go on and do their own thing. They never really listen to the community and what they want, because every time that they try and act like they are, it takes them so long to add in a simple change. Right now, they want to buff the Xenophage, and that's going to be coming in the next season with a 50% damage buff. This is stupid. A lot of people have already done testing and noticed that this damage buff won't make the Xenophage worth using, and of course, maybe that will be different whenever people actually get their hands on it, but from just doing, number tests, it's not going to make the gun worth using any more than anything else that you can get, like the Thunderlord or even the 21% Delirium. But this is something that could easily be alleviated by just doing what Warframe does, where they put bug fixes or hot fixes out on the PC first, and then they update on console. And I just don't understand why Bungie doesn't do this for Destiny 2. Of course, for Season of the Dawn, one thing they want to change is Code of the Missile, where for the Striker, that ultimate just feels like it's not doing enough damage. And rather than telling us what they're going to do, they're waiting, and they're going to put the buff out in that update, the Season of the Dawn update, which makes absolutely no sense. Why don't they just push the update out on PC, see if we like it, and if it's not good enough, up it. If it's too strong, lower it, and then push it out on console. It's just so dumb that they don't take advantage of the fact that they can do this, and I think it would be absolutely phenomenal for them to start doing, because there's so many things that could be alleviated by them just doing this. If they chose to just simply put the Xenophage buff on PC right now, we can try it out, see if it's good enough, and if it is, then great. It can stay how it is right now, and then they can push it out on console with all of the other big updates, like what Warframe does, where there are a lot of hot fixes that go on the PC. You'll probably get 1 to 2 every week, and then on console, you only get one about, every month, or with the major update, there come all the hot fixes, because it's just easier on console to do that. And I don't know if it's still the case, but I remember how you have to pay on console to actually patch your game, which I think is stupid. I don't know if that's that's still the case, like I said, but if it is, then it adds a bit more understanding into why companies do this for the console. Maybe it's more complicated to get stuff out on the console. Again, I mean, I don't obviously make games, but it just doesn't make sense that they don't take advantage of this on PC, where they don't have to pay any of these fees to update their game. They can just do it whenever they want. And obviously, they have the update ready for Season of Dawn because they've talked about the damage changes, the buff changes to a bunch of other things, and they could easily just push it out on PC and then see if we like it or not, and then push it out on console if it's good enough, but they don't. And that's the major change that I think would completely fix pretty much all of Destiny 2's problems. Other than, of course, I do think that Shadowkeep releasing alongside the current season that we got is the big downfall for this season, because it was absolutely horrendous. The final assault was terrible. The weapons and everything we got, they're not very good, and I just don't get the whole thought process of trying to force something out so quickly. I think they could have done the exact same thing they did with Forsaken, where they don't instantly release the season alongside the, the big update, because that just ruins it. And of course, if Season of Dawn is massive compared to what we got this season, I'm gonna feel ripped off, because whenever you buy Shadowkeep, you get an update where you get one of the season passes with it. And if the one I got, which was, supposed to be $10 on its own, added, just one set of armor, 4 weapons, and like 2 exotics, I just don't think it's worth it. And a lot of people try to make the argument that the season pass has so much stuff that if it was behind Eververse, it would even out to this price. And I don't think that's a fair argument. Eververse is its own system that's completely flawed. All of the prices are completely destroyed. They make absolutely no sense. So trying to say that an emote is worth $10 or $7 or $5 is stupid, because they're not worth that. And I think anyone will tell you that, because I can get anything that I want in the game right now for free by waiting for it to come through with Bright Dust, other than of course the things that they permalock behind Silver. I'm never going to spend money on that system because of how badly priced everything is. I'm not paying $5 for an emote. I'm not paying $7 for an exotic weapon skin, even though there are some that I would absolutely love to buy right now, but it just doesn't make sense for me to purchase it, especially because I want to get gifts for my family for Christmas. All in all, I just think that system needs completely reworked, and trying to say that you get your money's worth right now, it just doesn't make sense. Of course, if they do rework the whole pricing system and it makes sense in Eververse, then that can be a fair argument, because of course you can compare them, because that's what you would pay if it was in Eververse, and that would be fair. But right now, I just don't think it is. But of course, that is just what I think. Everyone else could have a different opinion. They, of course, obviously think that maybe it is worth it, but I just don't. And of course, if when the next season comes out, there's so much more content than what we got this season, I'm going to feel ripped off. And I already do feel ripped off, because paying $10 for 1 set of armor and 4 weapons with 1 activity that is absolutely horrendously boring, repetitive, and just not fun, it's just not worth it. It doesn't seem worth it to me. But if in the next season they add an activity where it rotates every time you do it, if they add more than 4 weapons, then it's going to seem like I should have just waited until I could get that one with it for free instead, rather than paying, an extra $10 for it. But I do want to see where this game will go, so I think no matter what, I'm going to end up buying the next season, because I want to support the developers, because I do think they can fix the game, but how they're doing it right now isn't right, and there's so many things they could do to change it and make it better in the future, and that's all that I hope for. But yeah, I don't think we should compare these 2 games anymore until Destiny and Bungie have gotten their footing in the indie scene, because they are on their own and they're not used to it. It's going to take them time, and I think they should use all of the resources that they have to make the game better. They should be pushing updates out on PC. They should be pushing hotfixes out. They shouldn't just be worrying about trying to eyeball, the damage numbers and just hope that we like it. They should be taking advantage of the community that they have, because obviously there are so many people that care about the game and constantly vent their frustration, how they think things should be changed, and a lot of them are really accurate and smart on what they should be doing. And if Bungie used this, I think they could make their game amazing. And then we can compare it to Warframe, because on its own, Warframe has been an indie developed game for so long and has done phenomenal, and it's still one of my favorite games. I've been playing it so much right now compared to Destiny 2. And there is also the argument that why would you work so hard on something that's going to be deleted at the end of the season? And then there was also the argument of, if they were to do that and make it a super enjoyable activity like the Menagerie, and then that was removed from the game, so many people would complain. I mean, those are like the 2 arguments that I kept seeing about it. It's just not fair to say, because we already know that if all of the activities added are going to be deleted. So it doesn't even matter, because if they do work on them and they make them super fun, then that's what we get for an entire 4 months to play with and get all of the stuff out of that we need before it's gone. But the most important thing is that we know it's going to be gone. And I think that they should work as hard as they can on this stuff, and I really hope that they do. I hope that they don't lose motivation just because it's going to be gone at the end of the season, because of course that's going to end up killing the game. It kills the whole idea of the season passes being seasonal things. But yeah, that's pretty much all that I have to say on this topic. Don't compare these two games yet. Give it some time. Maybe by the time you're watching this video, it is fair to compare them. And if Warframe's winning, good job Warframe. Destiny's winning, good job Destiny. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. I know it was more like me venting and just talking about this stuff, but I think I need it out there because we shouldn't be comparing the games yet. Bungie's on their own, they're new, I know, I keep repeating myself. And yeah, that's going to be it for this video. If you do enjoy my videos like this, where it's just my thoughts on stuff, then be sure to like it to show that I should keep doing it. And if you're new to my channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button to join the Parliament, which is the only one on YouTube, or I mean really in the world. We're gonna take over one day. And yeah, other than that, I hope to see you guys in my next video. Peace out.